All right, everybody. Hello. We're all here at Snake Eyes. We're going to open up a box of Double Masters. We have the hands of Michael Paul Ingram right here. Tom Foley is with us.
I'm here.
And I'm Tim Baker. Here's my hand. Where's it at? There it is. Hi,
There it is.
That's me. Okay, so we're the three people that have been doing the top 8 videos from the Modern League, and now we decided that everybody needs to watch us open up a box of Double Masters.
And really just pay attention to how nice those hands are on the screen. They're just so soft.
Very nice hands.
It's got real designer model hands. I don't think I've ever noticed how model hand you
Okay, let's start opening up this box.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so as everybody can
right.
see, and if you didn't know, the box topper is something new that people are getting within booster boxes. So we have the
We're going to open that
right
last.
here okay, there it is right there with the model hands. So we'll open up that last. That's where you can get the full art, the extended border, all that kind of craziness.
Remember, folks, you can find these hands at Snake Eyes Games on Thursday nights and sometimes on Tuesdays and Fridays.
All right, so I guess we're going to take these out of here and we'll get rid of the box, and we'll try to.
So we'll put it forward when we see the good stuff here. Who wants to open up a pack just to kind of show them the layout of the pack? We got three.
Go ahead, Tom.
Equal.
You can show that.
Okay. Well, nobody wants to see my terrible hands, but I guess I'll give it a shot here. It's hideous, obviously.
Okay. Well,
right away.
That's a good way to start.
Right off the bat.
So there's an Ancient Stirrings there, which is one that severely needed a reprint. No, it just was reprinted, I believe, in Masters 25, but there still aren't enough of them in the world. So.
Well, now that we have 50,000 versions of Tron, we need a lot of them.
And that was just in the top 8 from the Modern League.
This is true. Now, this is your standard fare commons. Ebb and Flow
Chalice.
Chalice.
That's the one, yep. So
Another good commander piece there.
Okay, so now we're getting into the uncommons here.
When we get into the uncommons, we got a Throne of Geth.
I think that was downshifted, wasn't that? Initially was a rare.
No, it's uncommon.
Was that an uncommon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Now we were talking about this earlier, were we not?
That card is basically banned in all formats. But there you go. You can now open it and play it in draft.
And we have a Golem Artist, a Sunforger, another EDH card here.
Yep.
And this is our first rare slot.
Yep. MTG
Then we get you get 2 mythic or rare slots in this. So that's the first one. That's why they call it Double Masters. The second one, also why these boxes are so expensive, but the second one is Skithrix, the Blight Dragon.
Oh, that is definitely a card that is worth money.
Now, in addition to getting 2 rare slots, rare and mythic rare slots, we also get 2 foiled slots. Now, these aren't particularly exciting, but here we have 2. Sometimes they get really exciting. And then, of course, your token.
Yep. So out of this pack, really the only thing that's worth any money is going to be like these, because you're going to see a lot of play with them. But these are going to be worth the money there, and mostly just Skithrix.
For Commander.
So yeah.
So why don't we'll take these. These are our rares. We're just going to kind of lay them out here. That way we'll keep track of what we're getting with the box, and you guys can see.
What we'll probably put in front of you is either modern staples, or the go-to money pieces for the box.
So, and there are a decent amount of commons in this set that are worth money. Ancient Stirrings is one of them. You also have at the uncommon slot, you have things like Metamorphose, which is also seeing
always
a lot of play in a whole bunch of different decks. So,
all right, so let's go ahead and open up, guys.
all right.
All right. So, I'm just going to go ahead and just put out the cards that are worth something.
There's an old card, Pognify. Oh, jeez.
Yep. And this, I know that here at Snake Eyes, there's been drafts going on Friday nights. Oh, okay. Friday Night Magic.
All right out the gate here, Mike has gone gold with us.
Yeah, I'm going to put it up here in a moment.
All right. Well, I've got a pretty decent one myself.
Okay, so out of my pack, I basically, that's the only common that's playable, which is Metallic Rebuke. You're going to see this in a lot of artifact decks. And then Obulette, which is something that was played, I believe, in Pauper at one time.
Yeah, it's played in the mono black control Pauper list. Yep.
Yeah, so that's a play deck, or played card, I should say. And then the rares were Disciple Bolus, which is pretty much nothing. And I wouldn't be a Tron player if I didn't open up at least one card tonight.
Yeah, that's so.
But yeah, so we got Karn Liberated, which did drop down in price, but it'll go back up.
And here I've got Sunken Ruins, which is this is part of the land cycle. All of the land cycles in this are, what do they call these lands?
Oh, they're filter lands, right? So you
Filter
pay,
lands, yeah.
Yeah, you pay it and...
You pay and you basically get two, you get to fix your mana sources between two colors with this. And then I got a Toxic Deluge, which is a few bucks itself.
Yay, Legacy. Alright, so, and I got, out of my pack that I opened here, I got a star, so that kind of goes along with the Karn pretty well. I also got another Legacy card. I guess it's probably seeing some play in Modern also with the Flicker Wisp. There's a Pauper card in foil, Thraben Inspector. My rares were not great, but that guy may be a commander card. I don't really do commander that much, so I don't know if that's a commander card.
It is.
It's only worth $1.44, but we did get an Exploration, which is over $17. So that's a good hit there. So we'll put that here with the good pile.
Yeah, I'm just putting all of these here.
Okay.
Just all the rares there. I opened up another pack, which was not great. Our rares were Heat Shimmer and Rice. Rice is an EDH card, but it's not really that great or played unless you're playing like elves. You make a whole bunch of other elves. And then my only playables were one uncommon and one common, which was Tamir Battle Rage, which you'll see in the Death Shadow decks and like the big aggro decks in Modern, mostly Death Shadow or John Shadow. Then is a Charm, which is just a universal red-blue spell.
Well, speaking of Death Shadow, I got a Death Shadow here, and a Sharam the Hegemon. Very powerful card, EDH card, but unfortunately it's seen a lot of reprints.
Really good card in draft for this
Oh,
set, right?
yeah,
So
absolutely.
a lot of people were trying to draft Esper artifacts, and that guy just does a lot of good things.
Well, in addition to that, I got Foiled Expedition Map.
Oh,
We're just
Which
gonna
is a good
say.
one with a
there we go.
chromatic
That is
star.
a good one. Yeah.
And then
So-
Lightning Greaves, which are commander
I
piece
think we
and
just-
crop rotation.
I think we just need Mike to
nice
open up
four
all the
pack.
packs. So, I did get a couple uncommons that were decent. Well, one uncommon. This is also a Pauper card that's played in, Affinity. Brainstorm, which, is a good card in Legacy. Got a Boon Reflection. Not fantastic, but I did open up a Stoneforge Mystic.
Ooh, that's funny.
Ooh,
So
there
that's
we
not
go.
that's not too bad.
So out of my next pack, of course, in Tron ways, we have a foil. Or this is mine.
There we go. We got a lot of foiling going on. Of the Tron
Then
pieces.
we have our first rares, Progener's Mimic.
Oh god.
And our second rare, I think I'm winning our little money war here, but I've opened a Force Ball.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you
wow,
go.
there
That's
you go.
Very good. So
Um,
we've already hit some decent cards out of these packs.
So I just want to say that today's box opening is sponsored by a very generous benefactor at the store, Jonathan Mariety. He is co-owner of Snake Eyes Games and the glue that really binds us together. It keeps us going. It keeps
You
us
say
honest.
glue, and I say vinegar. So
Well,
John and I have a special bond.
it is something for sure. Okay, well this is interesting. This is not as flashy as what you just did, but and Well, actually, these are kind of crap. But here's my. So here's my rares. Nothing super great here. I don't know. Are these being played in anything right now?
No, not really.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Foiled Pentad Prism, which isn't worth anything, but a braid. Foiled a braid.
This is
That's pretty
actually
nice.
being played in Ad Nauseam.
Fair enough. And then Dread Return.
I'm actually playing that this Thursday. Not ad nauseum, but that card.
So, and out of my pack that I just opened, I actually got some decent foil cards. I got Cast Down, which is,
I started putting them in the right
everybody
spot.
remembers that. And I got Lightning Axe, which actually does get played as a sideboard card in some decks. Or main board, I guess. Maybe Hollow One plays that in main board? Or is that a sideboard
Hollowed
for
one,
Hollowed One?
Dredge, and I will also be playing it this Thursday.
Oh, okay. So I also got an Expedition map and a Manamorphose. And
Ooh.
to go along with the current theme, not necessarily the Wound Reflection, but I did open a Worm Coil Engine. So we might be able to actually just build Tron out of these packs.
I agree. I agree, especially for what I just opened.
Well, I'm not going to be helping at all with that.
Okay. No, you're not.
That's not helpful.
I have nothing else to show you from this pack.
That was it. That's the two
That's
best cards.
it.
For my pack, we have a Blasphemous Act,
Awesome.
which you can see in Mono Red Tron if you subscribe to Pleasant Kenobi. But we did do the Oblivion Stone, which is one of my all-time favorite Tron cards.
It is very good. And actually, Oblivion Stones aren't really high right now just because they just got a reprint not too long ago. But, it's definitely necessary.
I just want to say that it's important to recognize that this is all coming from the same box. So when Mike opens Action, it really just is a blessing for everybody, particularly our benefactor, Jonathan Moriarty. An all-around stand-up guy. As a matter of fact, if you see Jonathan Moriarty at the store, please stop by and say hi. He loves meeting new people.
Yes, he does.
But he didn't want to be part of the video.
He does not. He is kind of camera shy.
That's okay.
But I have here some legacy artifact pieces. We have a Godolpha Forge Master, which will help you bring in your Blightsteel Colossus in both EDH and Legacy or Vintage. And then we have Phyrexian Revoker, which is kind of a Death and Tax staple in both Modern and Legacy. So
The unfortunate thing is everybody played KCI for a while in Modern, and it was really fun, but now you can't.
yeah. Well, Revoker
Really,
would name
by
KCI.
really fun, you mean by really fun, you just got to watch somebody play for like a very long time.
Okay, so I
and
should,
it triggered everything
right.
out.
So it's fun when you're playing it, not necessarily when you're playing against it.
When you have to watch somebody interact for 10 minutes before they actually go off, you're like, oh, okay. So we got some more Tron's pieces here. I actually got like freaking base set, just a lot of good, solid pieces. The Basalt Monolith is a modern piece. Steel Sabbath. Is Culling Dias being played in anything?
What?
Culling Dias?
That,
No.
not that I recall.
Okay. So, for the greater good, Rage Reflection and Terastodon.
All right.
So far, I'm really striking.
Well, that last pack I opened was not very good either because, the Teamer Battle Rage was the only one that I got out of the commons. My rares were Godo, which is not really worth anything. I did get a Mesmeric Orb, which is played in Modern Mill, if anybody plays that list. I know my son does. But as far as that, he might be the only person I know that has that deck.
I also have that deck.
Oh, Mike.
I don't
Okay,
play
so
it,
do you
though.
need that?
No, I
Okay.
don't play it. I have 4. I don't need it.
Alright.
All right. So out of my pack, we have like 5 cards that are super playable. We have Welding Jar. We have Urza's Mine. We have a foil Invigorate for those people that play Infect and Legacy. We have a Maelstrom Nexus, which is, just a big Cascade thing. But and we have Tuk Tuk, the Explorer.
Ooh.
Tuck, tuck.
I think I
Tuk
got a
Tuk.
Tuk Tuk token here at some point.
Yeah, Tuk Tuk's cool. I like Tuk Tuk. He
Okay.
just has a cool name.
Oh, there's the token.
Tuk Tuk.
There you
The Returned.
All right, so well, let's lead with that because yours is way better than
Oh, okay. So
mine.
this was actually a decent pack that I just opened. Thraben Inspector, which we said was a pauper card. There's an expedition map to help us with our Tron build out of this box, and also a power plant. I also get a lightning axe, which the foil one was a lot more impressive. But I got a doubling season.
Doubling Season is Commander's favorite card.
It is so good. And on top of that, we got a Grim Lavamancer, which is played in Modern Burn and in a bunch of different decks. So my foils were not that great. Eager Construct and Treasure Keeper, but these all are pretty good cards.
Oh, yeah, excellent. So we'll go with me now. I have a Dark Steel Forge, which is a playable in Commander. I don't play a lot of Commander, so I'm not sure what you're playing it in. And then we've got Leonin Abinus.
Yeah, there's that guy. Artifacts you control have hexproof. Okay, so you can make them indestructible and hexproof just out of that pack.
And then I've got the Thopter Foundry, which is part of the sword combo.
Nice.
Vampire Hex Mage.
My favorite play.
Urza's Tower. I don't know. Might and Masses. Is that a nope. Is that a pauper piece? No.
Nope. Foils left.
Yeah.
Foils left.
Oh, you're putting all the foils to the left.
Foils left.
Okay, I thought you were just putting the good ones.
This guy. All right. Let's kind of throwing all of these over here, wherever, but keeping all the rares together. All right, so out of my pack, I don't have anything too great, but I do have probably the best token in the set, which is Germ Token, because I can never find one whenever I need to play Stoneforge Mystic. So we have Cathartic Reunion, key in Dredge and other graveyard-style decks that want to dredge. Treasure Mage.
Okay.
Help you get big artifacts. All right, then we also get Pentad Prism, playing it this Thursday. Savage-born Hydra, which is probably my pack one, pick one every time in this draft.
Definitely.
And then Grand Arbiter, which for your EDH folk is infinite mana.
Really good to draft, also.
No, I don't care about drafting that.
Oh. All right, so I have not good cards, but they're not terrible. So the only thing I really got out of this pack was the Mishra's Factory, which is even played as one of some Legacy decks. Cranial Plating, right? Everybody loves that. Cascade Bluffs, which is another one of their filter lands, and Sculpting Steel, which I can't say I've ever played, but I'm pretty sure that it's an okay card.
All right, so I got a Fetid Heath. This is my last pack here. Mere Battle Spear. I know that's a commander piece. There's a lot of commander pieces here, and I'm gonna be honest. I guess I should probably play more commander. I don't know. Reclamation Sage.
Oh.
Foiled one and a non-foiled
Oh wow!
one.
Okay, doubling up.
It's a good piece, a good response to artifact decks. That puts a dude out on the field. Play it in L's. Play it in other things. Oh, there we go. A Braid, another piece to respond to artifacts, and Urza's Mine. So pretty decent.
Not bad. I'll compound that Braid with another Braid. And then my rares were actually pretty good, and sticking with the Tron theme, we got a Spellskite here. We also got a Walking Ballista in the same pack, and an Eldrazi card, a foil Awakening Zone. So you want your little 0-1 guys there all the time, so those are all good cards.
So, keeping with Tron, Ancient Stirrings, and then we have the Mortal Kombat Push, aka Fatal Push.
Very good card.
Yeah. Reshape, which is, I don't know what that's used in. And then also, what I use in all my Tron lists is Thraggy.
Thragtusk, that is a good card.
It is. The Thragtusk seems to come out and win games that you shouldn't win, or that you feel like you're losing.
All right, so the last pack that we have here is not super fantastic. We probably should have ended with another one. We did get a Tron land here. There's the Tower, and we got Trash for Treasure, which is a good sideboard card in a lot of red decks for Modern, at least. Champion of Lambhold, which I think that's probably a EDH card, right?
Not really, but I will say that I've drafted this set once, and this card won me one of my matches hands down.
Nice. Leads you to the Tangle.
Very good card, not high in price.
No.
So as you can see with these boxes, you get quite a few of the pieces that you need to build Tron.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, you know what? We didn't even do the. I think Mike should definitely open that.
Yeah, you're the one who's.
So this is the big
pack opening gas right now.
This is the big. Here, let's scoot these out of the way and just
What
give
do we
want
want to do? We want to guess right now since we've been on the Tron thing. What are we getting here? Probably a Karn. Full art borderless Karn.
That would be pretty sweet. You know, Mike did open a Force of Will, so maybe that's a little bit of something. We could also get an Expedition map. That Expedition map art is awesome.
Yeah, it is beautiful. So, or a Mana Crypt. Let's go for Mana Crypt.
Yeah, I mean that's what everybody wants
or
to get,
Force
right?
of Will.
Yeah, Force of Will. That would be
so good. I've never opened one of these.
Oh.
So which card is the most expensive? Or are they just?
I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
I think it's
I think they can both be very good.
So let's.
The first one is a Goblin Guide.
Okay,
well, I mean,
that's a solid piece.
That's a full art Goblin Guide. I mean, that's
aggro.
It's in burn.
I mean, he has a map on his head, so
He does. And after that, we have
Fatal Push.
Fatal Push.
Both solid pieces.
I think as far as box toppers go, this one was not very good.
No, but these are still.
I expect pieces. Fatal Push to sell very quickly, and I expect some of your burn guys to really come and get Goblin Guide.
Yep.
So
very playable.
Nothing to be left at.
Good cards. On the middle range of the value side, probably. But
Also,
definitely the highest value.
Burn
Force of Will was probably the highest value.
Burn is probably the most common way that people get into Modern. So
that is very true. Well, overall, I think this box was pretty good. We got some decent value out of the cards, and we got some really good playable uncommons and commons, especially in foil. So.
Right away, Force of Will and Karn kind of get us at least halfway, if not all the way, to where we want to go with this. So a lot of it is just icing on the cake.
Yep. So if we can.
And that doubling season.
Yeah, doubling
that's
season
probably
is
still
very
40 bucks.
I think it dropped down around 20. So.
Again, that's a card that.
But it'll go right back up.
Go right back up.
Like you have to think about everything that goes up.
Yeah, and you have to realize too, just to let people know about buying sets like Double Masters. You know, there is... Oh, they're Death Shadow. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm buying it.
Okay. You know, the thing about these sets is they cause a temporary dip in these singles, but remember, you're buying them as an investment too, and it doesn't take very long for these cards to go back up in value to where they're supposed to be. So, you know...
And again, this set is... Because this set is so expensive... And it's probably such a limited print run, I don't expect just because the influx says this is what it's going to be, I don't expect to see the circulation be extremely high on this, as we've seen on other box sets, I think.
Yep. So, all right, well, there was a video. We went through the 24 packs plus the box topper of this Double Masters booster box. We hope that you enjoyed the content here, and we'll probably leave a list in the comments about the video to tell you like exactly what our value was, and make a list of the cards that we opened as far as the rares go, at least. That way you guys can get a decent look at, you know, what value we got out of this, which I would say would be probably a normal to good box of Double Masters.
I would say so. I would say that there's a pretty decent value, but again, as Tim has already pointed out, a lot of these things are going to show. They're gonna come in shy of the $400 tag that this box has right now for retail, but that's because a lot of the cards right now are just, I think, artificially low.
Yeah, and it's a really good chance for people to get into one of the Eternal formats. You know, you can have, obviously they put a lot of cards in here for people that play EDH that have needed reprinted for a while to kind of drive that price down to get more people playing. And that's what it's really all about, is trying to, you know, make these master sets so more people get into the formats to make the community stronger. So, you know, I'm personally a big fan of master sets because I've been playing for a long time, and there's a lot of formats I like to play that people don't have the cards to play. So
It's it's an expensive draft, but it is a fun draft.
yeah, and it's
For
very.
sure.
They did a really good job with the design to make sure there's certain synergies in the set that you can draft it and have fun, and you can have 5 or 6 different deck types and be relevant with all of them. Oh, look at that! Worm coil
we
engine.
glossed right over a worm coil piece.
Oh man, there it was right there. All right, well, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned. We're hopefully going to have more. Oh, look at those hands!
Oh god.
More fantastic content here,
Yeah.
and keep on tuning in for more. Thank you very much, and have a good night.